Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. So today we are going to do part 2 of this light and dark fantasy by Jade Summer, the grayscale version. Color along. Um, so I think we are going to start with the skin and hopefully finish her face and hopefully do the hair, but at least the skin. um and her eyes and her lips and all that. So I will link everything I'm using down below, the book and the supplies and everything, and I will also list the colors that I'm using down in the description in case you want to get your pencils out before we start. I'm still using Black Widows. I'm using a little bit of um, different sets, and I will also list that down in there. So I think we'll just go ahead and start, and I'm going to start with some chalk tone. It is from the dark skin tone set. It is number 023, and let me see, let me zoom in some so it's easier to see. Maybe like that, it's a little bit better. And I'm going to go dark to light because we already have the marker base done. That was in the previous part. So I'm going to go in with the chalk tone, and I'm just going to put it in the more shaded areas. Just very lightly. Put some right up in here. Get some around the hood. Just very lightly. You can pull it out a little. I don't want to pull it out too much right now because I can go in and do it later. Just want to get like basically just placing and mapping out the shadows. And with the grayscale, it's so easy because you can just follow the grayscale around. Let's see, like so. Get some in her ear here. Ears are usually, especially when they're covered, they're pretty dark. Let's see, let's get some just very, very lightly, like you can hold your pencil a little bit further back to help with the pressure. Get some above her eyelid, right around like so. So get some in here. This will be, I don't even know if it is showing up. I hope it is. But this will be all blended out, hopefully. Get some underneath her eye as well. There's a little bit of a highlight right underneath her eye. There's a line here that I kind of just follow around. Let's get some on the side of her nose here. Let's see, mine had a little bit of a streak right there, but usually because mine usually streaks at least a little bit when I'm markering, but I try to get it like in places that I know will be more shaded, so that it will be blended out with the pencil on top, and it will be, well, not really blended out, covered up. It'll be more covered up. So like so, just pull this out a little bit because this will be a bit darker. just maybe work our way around. Let's get this here. There's a highlight just around her face. So leave that highlight and kind of go next to it. Let's see, try not to get it in that yellow. Pull it almost all the way out to this line here, but not completely. See, there's a little bit of a shadow under the lip here. Let's get her nostrils. I'm kind of just going around a little. Let's see, get this here. So just very lightly, because there's more colors to come. Maybe we get a little bit right like so. Maybe a little bit over on this side, and also a little bit underneath. I may go in with a bit of a darker color in the nostrils there. Let's see, there's a hair on my page. Start with the cheek up here and kind of work our way down. And let me just turn a little. Just very, very lightly, like I'm barely touching the paper here. Just want a tiny bit. And here is some. Get a tiny bit up here, and this will be more shaded. So let's start with this line down here under the eye. Kind of work our way around. Fill in this a little. Because it is pretty dark right around this area here. Go over her eye or above her eyelid. Still need to do that other side of that nose. Kind of just fill this out almost up to the eyebrow. Let's see. Get this a little bit like so. Get this side of the nose. Follow it down like so a little. Then also here on this side. Let's get a little bit like so. Pull that out a tiny bit. Oh, and let's do her other ear. I always forget. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with just the face first, and then we'll do the neck and the hands. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, I can always go back. We're going to go in with some cinnamon, which is also from the dark skin tone set. It is number 011. And we are going to tilt it this way. We're going to go over here. And we're going to go over the chalk tone and pull it out slightly. Again, not too much, because it's easier to add color than take color away. So we'll keep it light, and we'll keep it little so that it's, if we miss something, we can always go back in. It's so hard to erase, especially very, very dark color. Okay, so just kind of go over all of this and pull it out. She's going to look like a raccoon for a minute. Hopefully we can get rid of the raccoony look. Let's see, like so. Pull this out here. Just kind of following the lines. Let's get the inside of her ear, which will be pretty dark because it's very behind her hair and, you know, behind her face and all that. Let's see, get this part here, pull this out and go over and pull out. So we're blending and moving it out at the same time, or at least layering the colors on top of each other. Get a tiny bit right there. Okay, let's just go in her nostrils again to deepen that. Go underneath here and also on the side of her nose here. Can pull this in a tiny bit, like across this line here, just a little. And follow this here. Let's get under her lip. Let's just do this side of the nose. Pull this down. This side of the nose will be a little bit darker. Pull this up a tiny bit, like so. There's still that little streak there, but that will go away with some color laid on top of it. See, like so. Get under her eye. Like so. Get her ear here before I forget. And get this here, or her cheek here. Like so. Just get over all this, pull it out a little. See, like so. And I do feel like I need a little bit further up over on this side. this side of the nose. So kind of just make that line right up there, curved straight up, almost like a curved flick, almost. Okay, like so. I think now that I'm looking at it, I think I want some here, just some cinnamon right here. And I want to pull it out on the forehead a little bit more. Still don't know what to do with those little round things on her face. I'm thinking something sparkly. I'm not totally sure what I want to do with them yet. Maybe gold or red or something. Or maybe blue like her eyes. Just pull this out on all the sides. And I swirl my page around a lot. So if I'm making y'all motion sick, I'm so sorry. Like so. I get some more down, right down here on her ear, like so. Then we are going to go in with a light mocha, which is kind of a little bit like our base tone. So we are going to go, sorry, just need to twirl it around. Gonna go back over, pull this out because we put in enough or a little enough that we can kind of move it out a little, but still just very, very lightly. Let's go up in here. This is more to blend a little bit and also add some more depth. Okay, so let's get this up here. Pull it out. We are going to go over probably everything with this. It's a very light color. I also have a few more colors that we're going to use to blend a little and just create some highlights maybe, and just to add a little bit more color in here. See, this is also from the Skin Dark set, by the way, and it is number 019. I forgot to say what I was using. Pretty sure I said the name, but I forgot to say the number. See, like so. And I use this a lot in Skin. When I use my Black Widows, this is what I use. Just very, very lightly, because we want to layer probably some more color on here, and we might want to go over it again. So keeping a light hand is key. Go all over here, go around these little round things. And that's what I like about the Create Space paper, which is what Jade Summer prints on, is it's very toothy, so you can layer a lot, which I do like. As long as you keep a light hand, you can layer and layer and layer. Let's see, like so. Or if you have workable fixative, you can layer even more. Go up in here. I'm going to do her eyelid. I may go back in with maybe some cinnamon and put into the eyelid in the corners. See, like so. I think we are starting to be able to actually see a little bit of a difference. Let's get this here, go up in here. Like so. Just go over, I go over until I'm happy with it. I can take a little bit of layering. Okay, so let's move down here, go over this. Like so. Go around the lips. Like so. Get this here. Get around the chin. Let's see, let me just get the rest of her nose. Like so. May put in some more color. I think I may need like a different, a little bit of a different mid-tone. Like something darker than this, but lighter than the cinnamon. Let's see here. Get all around here, and then we'll, I think, maybe go in with something a little bit darker just to get a smoother blend. See, like so. But yeah, you can definitely see a difference between her face and the neck and the hand. So it's getting there. Like so. Let's get the nose, or this side of the nose at least. I think we got the other one. May have gone in a little too much with the cinnamon here, but that's all right. We'll fade it out. Usually everything can be covered up or fixed or something. Just got to work with it. Let's get that there. I missed a shadow there. Okay, so let's just go around, make a little circle right here. Probably doesn't even show up, but it's there. Okay, get this here. Like so. Okay, there. I think that's all right. I say that and then I go back in. I'm just kind of making sure I'm getting this everywhere, because this is not really our lightest color, but it is our all over color. Let's get the ears that I forgot to do. Every single time I forget the ears. One ear or both ears. Every time. Like so. And I need to find me a mid-tone. Let's see, maybe some, either maybe some olive brown or some, let's see, I just got a spare piece of paper here. Maybe some olive brown or some leather. Let's try the olive brown. We might use both, actually. What about this olive gold? No, too green for what I want, at least right now. Okay, so olive brown. That's also from the Skin Tone Dark set. Sorry, usually I pause while picking pencils, but this one actually pretty quick. So let's try some olive brown. It is number 016 from the Dark Skin set. And at some point I will be completely organized and I will have those little swatch cards that I can put on my page so y'all can see what I'm using without actually having to listen. Because I know some people like to mute it and just watch and don't want to hear all the babble, which is fine. I just haven't gotten there yet, but it will eventually. See, this is a little bit more yellowy too, like it's more golden tan. So let's get this in here, and I'm just kind of going a little bit further out than we did with the cinnamon. Kind of pulling it out a little. I'm going to have to turn her a little. I'm so sorry. I'm a twirler. I'm gonna twirl my page around like nobody's business. See, like so. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with those scars over her eyebrow. I think it's scars. So I've just left them for now. Maybe I'll add in some later. Something or other. Okay, I like this olive brown. I need to remember that. I think I haven't used it a whole lot because I always think it's too yellow. I'm just kind of layering some in here very, very lightly. like so. This is darker, but not so dark that you can't pull it out. And it is a little yellower, but that will be toned down once we go over with other stuff again. So, plus I like a little golden in here. See, like so. Just get this almost all the way to the top, not quite. And I'm going over the dark and pulling it out a little, just because I mapped it out pretty, I don't know, pretty all right. And if it does get pulled out a little, it won't get pulled out too far, most likely. I just put in like a minuscule amount of the darker colors, especially the chalk tone. So you get this like so, kind of just follow the curve of the nose. Like so. I'm going to get, I think I'm going to get tiny bit of the chalk tone back out. And I'm just going to do this part of her nose right here. It's the the bottom of it, the underneath bottom of it. I don't know what it's called. Then some cinnamon, just right here. Okay, like so. I think that's a little bit better. Just wanted some more shading in there. You can go back in with the chalk tone also in the nostrils. Let's see, let's get that little, I have very shaky hands, so get a tiny bit of a circle on here. That kind of serves a little bit as a guide. Usually when people draw noses, they will start with a circle and they will draw lines up and then they will add this in after. So I'm just adding that circle in because it's a guide to where the shading goes, basically. If that makes any sense. I'm so sorry. I am not the best at explaining things, but I am. I'm trying. I hope y'all can understand me anyways. And if y'all do follow along on this, I would love, love, love to see your pictures. You can tag me on Instagram. It is at Appetite for Coloring. It is, you know, basically the same as, or not just basically, it's literally the same as my channel name. Let's see, pull this out a little. And I know she's looking kind of yellow, but even if she does look a little bit yellow, I think I like it in this particular picture. Usually I don't like a yellowy skin tone, just because when I do a more yellowy skin tone, they always end up looking like they're jaundice. Or like they're sick in some way. But I think this with the golden thingamajig, it will be like a glow on her face. So I like it. I messed up many, many pictures by putting in too much yellow in the skin. See, like so. Get this here. pull it out a little. Just kind of, I could go over and over and over this all day. I love, love, love layering. Pull it down from underneath the eye a little bit. I'm hoping y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm sure somebody will let me know if you can't see. See, like so. Or maybe, okay. Let's get this side of her nose. Just kind of pull it in a little, not a whole lot. We're going to stick to this circle-y thing that we drew in on the nose. Pull this in a little. And then I'm going to go across here just a little bit. And that will be mostly blended out. There'll be a little bit of a shadow just right here. I don't want to go over it too much because I really don't want it very dark. I just want a little bit there. Okay, so did I finish this side? I hop around so much. So here, get under the chin, which the chin will be pretty bright. Sorry, you need a sip of my coffee, unless it's gone cold. The chin will be pretty bright because it's closer to the glow from the device, pocket watch, whatever it is. Let's just go up here a little. Then I will go back in here, go over this. This is where we had that streak, but we can't see the streak anymore because we covered it up with the pencil. And by we, I mean me. We had the streak, meaning me. I had the streak there. Let's see, like so. Get under her lip. This will also be a little more shaded. Like so. Let's see, where do we want to attack this from? Here, I think. Start in this corner end thing right here and work our way around. Get this here under the eye. You can move it further up, like right underneath the eye if you want to do that, because it's not so dark that it will cover up the little highlight there. This is a more brighter tone. Oh, I kind of sort of feel a sneeze coming on, but usually I lose it. Now, having said that, I'm probably not going to. See, like so. I think I may have added in, been a little heavy with the shading on this side, but that is okay. It's values. Values are very important when coloring. That's what makes everything look more real. Doesn't really matter so much with what colors you're using. What matters is your values. If your darks are dark enough and your lights are light enough. I'm still working on that. see, like so. Get up to her chin there. I think I do want to pull this out right here. It's not supposed to be that pale. Right up in here, just very lightly kind of add some in. Do that on this side as well. Just kind of do a curve from the cheek to her nose, like so. See, here will also be more shaded according to the grayscale. Get this under here. Pull this down and out a little. Gonna go like around the lip, but leave this part right here. We'll leave that the way it is. Kind of pull stuff out a little bit around it. Get some more shading over on the side of the nose. Like so. Just kind of going over it a little bit again. But I cannot stress enough how important it is to keep a light touch. I use all my pencils pretty much the same way. I light hand, light layers, and lots of layering. Some people use pencils in different ways. I use all of mine pretty much the same way. That is just a light hand with light layers and lots of layering. We're going to move on to Peach. It is a Monarch, so it is number 105. And let's see, it's not as orange as it looks. It just looks orange. I don't know why. So we're going to go over everything and pull it out. This is a great color. I loved the Monarch set. I think that's one of my favorite sets. Like the colors that came with it. I really love the colors that came with the Monarch set. Definitely some more skin tony colors and also more pale pastel-y colors. I love, love, love pastel colors. Just kind of pull this down, not all over, but pretty far. Pretty far. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn her. I'm so sorry. Just gonna have to go like so. And it sounds, I don't know, that this paper makes, it's so toothy, it makes a lot of noise. Like so. Just very, very lightly. like so. Just get some more over on this side and pull it out. Just get this here, like so. Okay, get my brush out. I have to remember to drink my coffee while it's hot. It was kind of room tempy when I took a sip last time. I always forget when I'm coloring. I always get coffee and I always forget to drink it because I get busy coloring. Let's get this here a little. See, I think she is looking way better. Get the ear. Like so. I'm just giggling because I always forget the ears. Get this pulled out. Like so. And it is okay if it takes a long time. Doing skin takes a while. I always worry about taking too long, but I really enjoy the process and just think I personally color so much nicer when I don't stress about the time it takes. So now I've gotten to more to where it'll take as long, you know, however long it takes. And, you know, just be patient, really. See, like so. Okay, so let's just get this all over here. And almost all over here. Okay, like so. Get in between there. Like that. I just want a little bit more under her eye right here. Okay, like so, I think. Be a tiny bit more over here. Trying to not necessarily totally match it, but close enough. Put that there. Maybe still a little bit more on the forehead. I think I may have to go back in with some of the darker colors and deepen the forehead a little. just a tiny bit, just to pull that chalk tone maybe out a little bit more. And sorry, I'm gonna twirl again. Get this here. And I also have to go in and put shading on the eyelids. I never put makeup on my girls. I'm not a makeup person. But you can put makeup on yours if you want to do that. I like to just color them all natural. Very rarely will I put makeup on them. I've done it, I think, once or twice in my 6 years of coloring. Okay, like so. I'm going to have to go and reheat my coffee before we move on. Let me just do this ear real quick. Because it's pretty, well, it's not that early, but I woke up not too long ago, so I need some coffee if I'm going to function. But I will be right back, and we will continue working on the face. We're almost done. We just got a little bit layering yet left. And then we'll move on to the neck and the hands. Because I want to get all the skin done, just so that it's all done, and that way we can move on to the hair. So I shall be back in a flash. Okay, so I got my coffee and then I drank it too. But I'm going to go back in with some chalk tone just up in the forehead. Just right up here. Just very, very lightly, because I do want to pull it down a tiny bit. See, like so. Just get here. Like so, I think. Just a tiny bit further out. So get it all up in there. Like so. I think that looks a little bit better. Then we're going to go in with the light mocha again. I still have to do the eyelids, but I'll probably do that last. I'm going to go all over with this light mocha. Like so. It's very, very lightly. Just so that we can layer more and kind of blend it out more. Okay, so let's go over here. Still have to do those scars too. I'm thinking maybe cinnamon would be good for those. But I'm not totally sure yet. I don't think I've ever colored a scar. So we shall see what we do with it. We'll figure it out. It's usually what I do. I just figure it out as I go. Like so. Let's see. Here, go all the way down. Let's see. Trying to keep my page flat. It's a little windy outside, so if y'all hear noises, that's just the wind. We had Elsa busting through here last night, or early this morning. Started last night, and then it was still raining when I woke up, but we only got like the outer bands of it because it went around us. It's usually how it is. All the hurricanes always go around us, luckily. Okay, like so. Then we'll do the rest of the face. Start with the nose here, blend this out a little up here. Can increase your pressure a little bit with this layer because we are almost done. But we still got a little bit more to go, so I wouldn't go in super heavy-handed or anything. And also it's starting to really fill up the tooth of the paper. So there's a limited amount of layering left that we can do. Let's go around the eye, pull it down and into the nose. So go in between these little round things, whatever those are. Just go all around. And here, up on the nose here, go all over the nose. Because this is a very, very light color. So we do want some color on the nose, just not like a whole lot. Let's get the chin, and then we kind of work our way over and down. See, like so. And I go in like little ovals with my pencil. I know it looks like I'm just going like this, but they are really quick little ovals. Let's see. Get here. Pull that down. Go up around right underneath the eyebrow and on the sides. Work our way down. Like so. Well, maybe some right here. Try not to get it in the lips. Get the ears again. The ears are very dark, but still just kind of layer the color on there. Try to smooth this out a little bit. We'll go over everything with something a little bit lighter. That might smooth it out a little bit more as well. That's why it's important to keep a lighter touch so that you can still use that last one we're going to go in with last. Wow. I am amazing at explaining these things. Okay, like so. Okay, there. I think maybe a little bit more up here. Follow the hairline. Okay, like so. I think I'm going to go over these scars here too. So go a little bit into that this piece of the eye right here, the corner of the eye even. Do a little bit more further in on the nose. Get this rounded off a little. Like so. Get a little bit more right up on the cloak here, or by the cloak, not on the cloak. Okay, like so. That should be good. Maybe a little bit down here. And now you can definitely see there is a huge, huge difference between this and this. See, like so. There. Okay. So the last color we're going to go in with is another Monarch. It is number 126. It is called Ice Cream. So I'm going to go over everything with this. This is like a blender, basically. And you can increase your pressure a little bit if you want to do that, because this will kind of just smooth everything out a little bit. And also kind of burnish a little, because I don't think we'll be doing any more layering on the face. I think I'm pretty happy with the way it looks right now. Let's get in here. Let's see. Well, everything except the eyelids, because those are still really pale, and I don't really know what to do with them yet. If I should add in a little bit of color or just do them natural. Thinking natural. That's usually what I do. Let's see, like so. Just twirl it a little around here. Like so. Work our way in. Get my brush to brush off the wax bloom. Get this up in here, in between the hair. Okay. Like so. Let's get up in here. Like so. Make sure I get all down here. And I need to stop using my hand. You can also, if you want to, use a blender. I don't use my blenders a whole lot. I have a few, and I hardly ever use them. I just prefer to blend with a lighter color. Get all up in there. Okay, she is starting to come together. And then we'll do the rest of the skin, which will not take as long. The face is kind of like, for me, the main part of the image. So the neck and the hands will not take as long. They're also a lot smaller, so they will go a lot faster. See, I need to twirl it around a little will try not to put it upside down. I think like this is good. This is such a great color. The ice cream, I think it's called. Yeah, ice cream. It's kind of like if you have luminance or light fast, it's like oyster or pink white. Let's get over the nose here. And like I said, I'm increasing my pressure a little bit just to kind of burnish and also blend it out a little, smooth out some stuff, smooth out the pigment. See, like so. Let's get all up underneath her eye here. Here, she got a pretty big face, which when I do portraits, I do prefer it to be a bigger one because it's so much easier to map out your shadows when you have a bigger area. I'm not big on doing like that teeny tiny, you know, people with like the ones that are further back in the image. Find it way easier just to do a bigger one that covers most of the page. I mean, it might be more skin to do, but it's way easier to get everything where it needs to be. It's so easy to not misplace your shadows, but to get it where you don't want it, pretty much. Well, that is misplacing it, really. You need very, very, very sharp pencils if you're going to do a tiny one. Let's just get all this out here. That make no sense, I know. My point is, if you want to start coloring portraits, or if you want to practice your skin, you know, it's easier to do it on a bigger page, because it's easier to see what goes where. And it's also easier to fix if you accidentally put something in a place where it shouldn't go. It's way easier to fix than on a tiny little face that's like the size of your thumb. I'm just rambling away, sorry. I'm getting hungry, and then I get when I get hungry I get chatterboxy. Okay, like so. Last side of the face. Get up under the eye. you want a little bit more here. I may have to sharpen this because it's getting really dull, and it's easier to get in the tooth of the paper when you have a sharper pencil. I always say I'm going to sharpen and then I don't do it because I'm stingy. See, like so. Okay. Then I'm going to sharpen a little, if I can find my sharpener. Just use a pink Teagle, as always. Let's see, like so. I have mine on the setting number 2. That's the one I like to use. Sometimes I'll put it to 3. Depends on what I want. Or what pencils too. Okay, like so. I just remembered I need to do the nostrils a little darker. And I need to do this ear here. Let's see, get under the eyebrows. Oh, stop using your hand. See, like so. Okay, this should be good. This should be good. I think she's looking pretty okay. Just like so. Just a little bit in and a little bit out. As much as we've burnished right now, it won't move very much anyways. See, like so. All right, and she looks a little glossy, but that's just a burnishing. Still got tooth. That's the thing with the create space paper. Still got a little tooth, but she looks pretty smooth. At least on my screen, she looks pretty smooth. So, but like I said, you can layer as much as you want. I'm pretty sure you can probably get some more layering on here. Probably not as much because we, went over. I'm using like a, I don't know, like a medium pressure, medium, maybe a little, like a medium plus right now, but that's just because I know I'm done layering. So I wouldn't do that until you know you're done. But up until then, keep a light touch. So I think the eyelids, let's do those real quick. I'm going to sharpen my pencil. We're going to use the olive brown. And I'm going to go in here, and it'll be natural, but it'll be like a goldeny color. So it's like a little brighter, like so. Get in the corner here and kind of like so. Not gonna do a whole lot with them. Let's see, like so. You probably want to watch me do this before you jump the gun on that, in case you want to do something different with yours. Then we're gonna go over with the light mocha, but I need to sharpen mine. Okay, like so. I'm just gonna go back over this here like so. And like so. It doesn't matter if you get it in the other stuff, because we've already gone over all that with light mocha anyway. And same with the olive, like so. I think I like that. Okay, let's brush some. She looks like she's got a spot there. Is that a piece of pigment, or is that a boo-boo? What is that? Let's just go over it. Like so. Like so. All right. And then we're going to start on the neck and the hands. But I'm going to go eat first. So I will be right back. Not that y'all will notice that I'm gone. But yeah, we'll do the neck and the hands next. And then hopefully the hair. Okay, so I'm back from eating. So let's start on the neck. And we're going to start with the chalk tone. And we're going to go very, very lightly over the very dark grayscale. It's pretty dark because the neck is very shaded. Go around this here. And let's see, let's go up along the collarbone here. Under here, leave a little white right underneath, or not white, but marker base. My goodness. Okay, like so. I think it needs to be pulled up here a tiny bit. Like so. Tiny bit right in there. Pull this down tiny bit. Like so. Then we're going to go in with the cinnamon. We're going to go over the chalk tone. Just very, very lightly. Light as a feather. See, like so. Just go over all this here. Leave a little sliver right underneath here. This will be shaded down here. Like so, and I'm going to pull it down a little. Or pull it down, pull it out a little. Can't really do that here though, because it's all shaded. Pull it out slightly right there. And maybe put in a little bit right there. Let's see, then we'll go to the olive brown. And go over. Just still very light layers. And we're going to pull it out a little. Like so. We're still gonna go over all of this, even though it's gonna be dark. Still need those layers on there. Get a little bit right in there. Like so. Get this. So tiny piece of shading right in there. Then we're going to go and pull this down here a little. Like so. Then we'll use our light mocha. And we're going to go over everything. See, like so. And in here. And also go over this stuff right here. Like so. Then we're gonna go in with the peach. We're gonna go over pretty much everything, I think. Maybe leave a little right around the edges. Leave a little bit, at least the outer edges here. Let's get this colored. Like so. Get all this. Like that. I think maybe just go over a little bit more just to get some more depth in there. Like so. Let's see. Then we'll go back in with the light mocha. So, and go over all of it. Pull my page down. Like so. Then I think maybe go in with a little bit more of the chalk tone right in here. so. Just a tiny bit. Then back in with the cinnamon. Maybe put a little bit of cinnamon in there. See, like so. Pull that down. Can pull it out a little, just so we get more of a gradient. And the olive brown again. See, like so. Pull this out. Tiny bit over the cinnamon and a little bit further out. Then we'll go back in with the light mocha. I don't think I want to go back in with the peach, because it is very, I don't know, peachy. To me, the peach in there is more, I don't know, it's kind of peachy, but it's kind of also a little apricot-y. Usually peachy colors are a little bit more pink. This one is slightly yellowish or orangey. So definitely don't want too much of it in there. See, I'm going in with like a, I don't know, medium-ish pressure, just to kind of get a little bit of a blend. And also to get some more color down on the paper. Okay, like so. Then we'll go in with the ice cream, and we'll just see how that looks. We may go over again with the light mocha, but we will see what that looks like. So don't press too hard in case we want to go back in with something else. Let's see, try not to get it in the pocket watch. Really need to stop using my hand. I have a brush, just forget to use it. Here, let's get that in there, tiny bit. Oh, my hand. Okay, like so. I think it's all right. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go in with some cinnamon, just a little, just to kind of get some more, just very, very lightly. I'm holding very, like, way back on the pencil. Just like so. Pull this out a teeny tiny bit, like so, and then we'll go back in with the light mocha. Like so. See, did I get it all here? In there. Like so. I think that is pretty orchidea. Let me see. It's a little reddish. So maybe go in with some olive to balance the reddish out. Just a tiny bit. Very, very lightly. Like so. Maybe some of this peach again. Just kind of layering until I'm happy with it. Light mocha again. See, like so. And then maybe just here. Maybe a tiny bit. Like so. With a chalk tone, by the way. Let's see. There. And then light mocha again. I think that should be all right. Like so. Then we'll do the hands. So we'll start with the chalk tone. Let's see, let's just start over here. Let's see, there's a shadow here. So put the chalk tone right there. There's also a shadow underneath here. Like so. Let's just do this hand first. I like to do one thing at a time. Cinnamon. Pretty much almost basically going in the same order. Mix it up a little bit here and there depending on what it is, and if I accidentally got too much of something in there to kind of balance it out. Let's see, so let's get a tiny bit in between these fingers here. Tiny bit right there. A little there. Like so. Just very, very lightly. It will be darker around here on the underside or on the inside of her hand. Olive brown. Just very lightly again, as always. go over this and pull it out a little. Down here, pull it out more. Then we'll go in with some peach. Especially up around the device here, because this is a more yellowy, apricot-y color. Like so. I'll get this piece here that I forgot about. I need some cinnamon. Like so, and then just some olive, because I missed this bit. Okay, like so. And then with the peach. Like so. Light mocha again. Use a lot of this color. I'm going to go over everything with it. Let's get this piece here too. And this piece. Like so. There. And then I think maybe we'll go in a tiny bit with the chalk tone again. Just a little, very, 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 very lightly. Maybe a little bit on this finger here, like so. And I do need to sharpen mine a little. Okay, like so. Then we'll go back in with a little bit of olive. So a lot of itty bitty areas. Like so. And then peach, tiny bit, because I don't want it to be too yellowy. So, and then the light mocha again. All over, pretty much. See, like so. Here, like that. And then lastly, we'll go in with ice cream. Let's see, trying to figure out, I think I can use it. Trying to figure out if I have to sharpen it, but I think it's all right. Probably have to sharpen it after I use it. Let's see, like so, just to kind of blend it all together. I just need to stop using my hand. I know I've said that like 30 times, but I really do need to stop using my hand. She says while using her hand. Okay, like so. This is kind of just blending it. Okay. Like so. One hand down, another hand to go. My goodness, now we got the hair. Okay. So, chalk tone. Let's see, let's start here with the pinky. Tiny bit in there, in between the fingers, where they overlap. And there's a shadow over on this side. And there's a shadow right here. Let's see. I still need to do her scars on her face, I just realized. But I haven't figured out what I want to do with them yet. I was thinking cinnamon, but I'm not sure. Let's see, it's got here, there's a little bit of a lighter shadow here, so I'm going to go around it with a chalk tone. So like so. Hopefully I'm in frame. Go around here. Like so. And let's go next to the nail and pull this out. The shadow there. Right here. A little one as well. Just a tiny bit, like around here. I'm going super light because this is a very, very dark color. Like so. Oh, and the thumb. Gosh, I always forget something. Let's see here. Like so. It's kind of like a ovally shaped shadow there. Let's get this here. Like so. Then we'll go in with the cinnamon. Just very, very lightly, because this is a very, I mean, it's dark, and it is also very red. In other pencil sets, the cinnamon is less red. Let's see, like so. Just get this here. See, I missed a spot right here on this finger. So back in with the chalk tone. And then also cinnamon. And I missed a spot on this one too, I see. So I need my chalk tone back. It's a little bit of a shadow right here. And also right around the nail. Like so. Doesn't show up very well because I want it very light. So cinnamon again. This will be more of cinnamon in here, but still very, very lightly. Like so. A little bit more in here. I'm going to cover this whole area because it's very, very shaded, but in the middle there is a little lighter. Let's get this here. See, like so. Here. like so, and the thumb. Like so. We pull it out a little bit more. There we go. That's better. Then we're going to go in with the olive. We're going to go over the cinnamon like we've been doing and pull it out a little. Go in her, like right next to her nail here. Pull this out right here. Like so. I think maybe I want to go like this and pull this out like that. Okay, there. Get this finger here. And pull it out. Pull it out a little bit more. Go over. Here is a little bit of cinnamon right in this area. So go over that and kind of fade it out. And then go over in here in the chalk tone and the cinnamon. Like so. Do want it more pulled out here. Like so. Okay, that's good for now. Same thing on this finger here. Go over what we've already colored, the shadows we placed in. Oh, my words are not wanting to work today. Well, as always, really. Yeah, just go over and pull it out. Like so. And the thumb. Like this here. Pull it out up on the underside here. So we did go in with some, I think, cinnamon. Let me brush. Like so. Then let's just go in with some peach. I do need to sharpen though. Mine is getting very dull. Okay, so peach. Do the same thing. Go over and pull it out. There, I think that looks all right. Get that pulled out here and also on this side. Just go over all of this and we'll move our way up and over here. Pull this down. Okay, like so. Pull this down and pull this up. And go over all the shaded areas over here. Even though they're darker, still need this tone in it. Okay, like so. Then we'll go in with our light mocha. And we're going to pull it all the way out. Or you can start from the lighter area and move into the darker area. You can do whichever one. And I'm increasing my pressure a little bit because I want it to be more blended. Like you can see the difference between this one and this one. Okay, like so. Get in here. I'm not too worried about the nails. Getting a pencil into the nails because we'll be doing that with something sparkly or shiny or something. So it'll go, you know, gel pen or stickles or whatever, will just go straight over the pencil and it won't really make a difference. It'll cover it up. Let's see, like so. Let's get all this blended here. Like so. Then we just got 2 more fingers left. And then I think the hand is looking pretty good. Don't need much tweaking. Maybe you go over with the ice cream. And then we will move on to, I think, I'd like to finish her face completely. So maybe we'll go move on to the eyes and the lips. That way her face, except for those round things, that will probably also be something shiny or sparkly, which I'll do last. That way her skin and her face will be completely done. And we can move on to the hair. Like so. I think this is looking pretty good. Ice cream, just to blend. Started on the wrong finger there. That's okay. Just here, here. Like so. Increase my pressure a little bit. just because it's like a blending and not a layering. Let's see, like so here. Let's get this like so. And like so, I think it's looking pretty all right. And there are all the skin. Let's zoom out and just look at it that way. Maybe that way I don't have to swirl it around. Okay, all the skin is done. Then we'll go and move on to the eyes. I think we'll start with the eyes and then we'll do the lips. Excuse me. Okay, so hopefully I can find me some blues real quick. Maybe some, let's try one of these two. And maybe some of this. Let's see, I need my little swatch paper. Here, let's see. That is too warm. So probably not the navy blue. This one is better, definitely. Okay, this is storm blue, so we'll probably go with storm blue and ocean. And let's see, what is this? Denim. Maybe we'll go with denim. Denim is almost a perfect match to what's in her eye already. Okay, so let's see if we can squeeze those three colors in there. Okay, so just sharpen it a little bit. We'll start with the dark. So storm blue, it's a Monarch. It is number 064. Let's see. The ocean is also a Monarch. It is number 056. And the denim, also a Monarch, is number 083. Let's see. My pencil crumbled a little bit, so. Okay, so just go in the shadowy area. Kind of follow the iris. I think it's called an iris. And just kind of fade it out a little. And it's okay if you get a little bit in the white of the eye, because there's usually a little bit of trace of your eye color in the whites of your eyes anyways, especially right up around it. Just very lightly. So I went in with a little bit like of a medium pressure, kind of outlined it and went in here a little bit more, and then kind of just fade it out very, very lightly, like so. And we'll just do one eye at a time. Okay, so next up is ocean. I need to sharpen this one as well, especially in tiny areas. I like to keep very sharp pencils. Go over the darker color and pull it out slightly, very lightly, kind of feather it out or fade it out. here. I actually kind of like the way this looks right now. I don't know if I want to go in with that lighter color now. And I want her to have very blue eyes. Because I think that would be very pretty. Let's try the lighter color. It's denim. Just very lightly go in like so. Actually, we could have gone in with a tiny bit of green in the lighter blue. I think that would be pretty too. Like so. Definitely a difference between this and this eye. See, maybe we should try a tiny bit of green. Let's try this green slime. Don't do this until after I've done it, just in case it doesn't turn out. So green slime, which is number 052. Just a tiny bit right in here. In the very lightest area. I think that looks good. Let me see if I can. Doesn't really show up very well, but it is a little like a trace or a hint of green in there. I think I like that. Okay, so let's go back to the darkest color, the storm blue, and we'll do the other eye. And then we will do the whites of the eye. See, like so, here. Pull this down a little, because the eyelid does leave a little bit of a shadow. Like so. There's a little bit of a shadow going in towards the pupil too, over on the side, so just adding that in. Okay, like so. Then we'll move on to ocean. Just go around and pull it out. A little bit ways past the middle, I would say. A little bit further down up top. What you could also do, let's see, denim. What you can also do is base the eyes with a light green marker and then go over with blue. That way it has a green undertone, which I think would also be very pretty. Like so. Then in with the green, just a little bit right around the pupil. Very, very lightly. Like so. Then I'm going to do the whites of the eyes, and I'm going to need dim gray, I think, possibly. I don't know yet. Let me my card, my extra piece of paper again. Okay, so probably some dim gray. And I think maybe some gunmetal, or let's see, dark gray. Dark gray is not even dark gray. Okay, let's try, actually, let's skip the dim gray and let's, I guess, use the gunmetal and dark gray. We will also put a little bit of the light mocha in the eyes, just a tiny bit. Just need to sharpen mine. Okay, so I need the light mocha, and I need Sherbet, I think. Sherbet is number 009. It's from the Skin Light set. And I am going to put that in right here in the corners. Let's see, maybe we can zoom in a little bit more so it's easier. Like so. Let me make sure it is focused. Brace yourself for flashing. There, flashing. Well, the zoomy thing, not the zoomy thing, but you know what I mean. Anyways, like so, in the corner here. Hopefully I didn't zoom in too far. Let's do that over here as well. Like so. Then light mocha. We go like so. Just kind of around. Almost trace around the edges. And over the red and trace it around. Just very, very lightly. Like so. Then we're going to go in with the gunmetal, which I need to sharpen. I'm going to go over the red again, and I'm going to pull it out like so. Almost to the irises, but not quite. It's more like around right here. Like so. Do the same thing on the other side. It's very lightly. Then we'll go in with the dark gray. Let's see. The gunmetal is 092, by the way, and the dark gray is 109, and it is also a Monarch. Let's see. All of these, like I said, will be in the description. So dark gray. We'll go in just in the darker areas. And it's not a very dark gray. It's called dark gray, but it's one of the lighter grays in the set, which makes no sense to me, but that's just me. See, like so. Get this here. Pull it out, but not all the way out. Not as much as we did the gunmetal. See, I may need something slightly darker. So maybe we'll use the medium gray, also a Monarch, which is number 072. Just right up underneath the eyelid here, because I want it darker. Very, very, very lightly. Like so. Maybe a little bit right there. and I'm holding the pencil very light. Like if I was gonna hold my pencil any lighter, I will drop it. There, and then I think we will go over with the snow, which is also from the Skin Tone Light set, and it is number 005. And I'm gonna go just in here with it and kind of go around like so. Blend this all together. So a little bit of a harsh line right here on mine, and I'm trying to just kind of smooth it out a little. Like so. And that would be the eyes. I think I may use this sherbet in the lips, actually. Maybe this sherbet, maybe some saffron. And maybe some blush. I'm not sure about the blush. The blush looks very gray. I need my piece of paper here. I may go a completely different route. See, but I do like the sherbet. And I also like this saffron. Let's see the blush. Now the blush could work, maybe. I don't know if it goes with these two. Let's just start with the sherbet, and then from the Skin Light 009. Let's see, and this will be probably our darkest. And go follow the grayscale, the grayscale lines. Maybe pull it out a tiny bit. Get this here like so. And get this like so. And I might go in with something darker just because it's pretty light. Like so. Then we'll move on to saffron. And we'll go over the sherbet and pull it out. But not all the way. This is also Skin Light, by the way, 002. Need to remember to say what it is, where it came from. Hopefully you already got your pencils out, so you can just find it from wherever you put all the pencils. Like so. One kind of naturally-ish lips. Naturally-ish lips. Nice. I'll just make up my own words as I go. Let's see, like so. Pull this, just fade it in a little. And I'm going to go back in with the sherbet and deepen this. I may go in with something slightly darker. I think I'm not sure. Lips are not my thing to do at all. The grayscale is actually a lot easier because I struggle a lot with the shadows on the lips. Never quite know where to put them, but it's a little bit easier with the grayscale. See, I think I'm gonna skip the blush, and maybe we'll use maybe Delicious Pink. Let's see what that does. kind of dark though. No, not delicious pink. Maybe we will use the blush after all, because I cannot find. Let's see, fairy floss. Might actually use fairy floss. Fairy floss is also in the Skin Light. Maybe I'll use that in the darker area here just to deepen it up. Throw some fairy floss in here, kind of just trace the lines of what we've already done. Pull it out a little. Doesn't show up very well, but it will be there. Like so. Okay, let's just go in with the blush, because why not? Also from Skin Light, 015. And it is blush. You'll be like, no, really? You've only been talking about this blush for like 10 minutes. Go over all of it. Sorry, I cracked myself up. See, like so. I think that is good. Like I said, I want pretty natural-ish lips. I don't want like a bright red or anything. I just want like pinky lips. Maybe I'll go over with ice cream just to kind of bring some of that skin tony color in. Just sharpen like so. Let's get this here. Just all over. Kind of just blend it out. Like so. Okay. Let's zoom out a little so we can see it all. Well, almost all. Let me see. Let's zoom out a tiny bit more. Okay, so kind of happy with how she's coming out. We'll do the hair real quick before I go. That way we can do the clothes and the Goldie thing tomorrow, hopefully. So I'm gonna go ahead and go and find me some hair colors, and I will be right back. Alright, so before I start doing the hair, because I just realized I forgot to do the pupils, so I'm going to do those real quick, and I'm going to use Midnight, which is also from Skin Dark. It is number 024. It is pretty good black. I think I'm just kind of going to go over the black that's already there and deepen it. And just go around those highlight dots. But if you do go over them, it's not a big deal because we can put them back in with a white gel pen or a white Posca. Okay, so like so. Just wanted to get that done because I forgot. Always forget something. Then we're going to start on the hair. Let me just move my pencils out of the way here. We're going to start on the hair, and I am going to zoom in a little bit, but I'm going to keep it pretty zoomed out just because it's a lot of hair, and that way I don't have to move around too much. So I'm going to start with Mud, which is from the Dark Skin Tone set, is number 022. And I'm going to go dark to light. So I'm going to follow the grayscale, and I'm just going to do some flicky stuff in here, just starting in the darkest area. This is a very like dark brown. Just make sure you go in the same direction as the hair. like so. I'm just gonna go around this hoodie part, just kind of fill that in a little. Like so. Let's see, brush that off. And I'll do it in sections. That's usually how I do it. Then we're going to go in with some Foxy Brown, which is from the Black Widow set, and it is number 22. So BW 22. And I'm going to go over the mud and kind of pull it out a little bit more. So, and then we're going to use some leather, which is from the Dark Skin Tone set. It is number 001. I'm going to go over all of this just very lightly and kind of blend it all together like so. And I'm going to go back in with the mud, and those are the 3 colors that we'll be using for the hair, so I'll just be going back and forth between these colors. This part here will be very dark though. It's very shaded. It's, you know, in with the hair, with the hood. My goodness. So like so. And you can also leave a little bit just of the marker if you want, because it's about the same color as this one here, like so. Okay, hair is not my thing. in case you didn't know. I love doing skin, but I do not love doing hair. It's probably one of my least favorite things to color, except maybe fur. So I'm going to follow the grayscale around with this. And this is a very, very dark color. I want to keep her somewhat like, want her blonde-ish, but you really do need the darks to get the lights. So that is what we are trying to do. Let's see. This is why I need to keep it zoomed out, because I need a good angle, especially with hair. Okay, so I'm just kind of following the direction of the hair, and I'm also kind of following the grayscale around. Let's get this here. It's very dark. You don't have to like, I throw in some flicks here and there, but you don't have to flick the entire time. You can do it in sections. I usually do hair in sections, like I'll do this bit here and then I'll do this bit over there. I can't do the whole hair at the same time. Let's see, like so. When I use the mid-tones and the lighter colors is when I usually start flicking more. Because when you look at hair as a whole, you don't see every strand. But like I said, I am definitely not an expert. Let's see, like so. Okay, let's go in with the Foxy Brown again. And I need to twirl a little. Leave some in the middle, and this is a little bit more flicky. I'm not an expert flicker either. I'm still working on my flicks. Watch a lot of Connie and a lot of Sammy for that flicking technique, and a lot of Shannon as well. She's an excellent flicker. I will leave links down below in the description for their channels. In case you'll want to go check them out. I'm sure you'll probably subscribe there anyways already, but I will leave a link just in case. Mud again, because I do want a little bit right in here. And this is not really so much flicking as just kind of going over the same line over and over. See, Foxy Brown, again, back to that. Like so. And then, I don't know, this may just turn out to be a brunette with blonde highlights. We shall see. Whenever I try to do brunettes, they always turn out blonde, and when I try blonde, it turns brunette. But okay, like so. Let's go over this right here, just because it would be a little bit. I know I'm putting it on top, but it would be kind of like an undertone, anyways. Like so. Then let's go in with the leather, and we'll kind of flick that in a little. Like so. And then let's get this here. But like I said, like I think the most important thing when doing hair is just to go in the direction of the hair. Can be hard sometimes, but I feel like that is definitely the best way. Okay, so like so. I kind of like the way that looks. It looks kind of like reddish blonde, I guess. Okay, so back in with the mud. I'm going to go in the darkest areas here, and especially in the roots as well, because usually the roots are darker than the rest of the hair. See, like so. And this is kind of similar to the chalk tone a little, so it's okay if you get a little bit, you know, in the face. Like so. Let me just go over those little lines. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn again. I'm so sorry about the swirliness, but hair is very, like, I turn around, I turn a lot anyways, but especially with hair. Let's see, get this here, get this, will be dark because it's very shaded, and also on the underside here, so. Okay. I'm hoping that I'm not smearing, but that's what the glove is for. But sometimes if there's a lot of pigment on the page, it will smear anyway. Very rarely though, but very rarely it will smear anyways, and I'm hoping I don't smear like the eye color into the skin or anything. Let's just get this here. Will be darker over here because it's more grayscaled. And let's get this here. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to turn a little again just to get this angle right here. I'm gonna have to sharpen. That's one thing with hair. You have to keep your pencils sharp because usually it's tiny areas that you need to do. Let's see, like so. Okay, and let's just do that tiny bit. While we're at it, oh wait, this is gonna be a very long video. I'm so sorry. I like long videos though, personally, and I like the step-by-step, more in-depth videos. Let's see. I think that is good for the mud. And I know I'm gonna probably call it chalk tone, but it is mud. Sharpen this one as well while we're at it. And this is Foxy Brown again. We're gonna go over the mud and pull it out a little. Pull this out here. Just kind of going this way. Doesn't really matter where you start as long as you go in the same direction. Let's see, this would be more shaded here. Whoops. Okay. Here. Get this around like so. It's gonna be so much easier when I get this side done. I loathe coloring close to the spine. Loathe it. It's just so bumpy. I mean, the frame really helps a lot because it would be even worse coloring all the way in here. But I do not like coloring close to the spine. And I don't understand how people can do it and make it look great. Okay, so let's just get this some here. Okay. Then we'll go in with our leather. Let's see, like so. I've forgotten. The Black Widow pencils are pencils that I forget about a lot. And I like them, but I never reach for them. So I think I have decided not to like repurchase them when I'm when I run out, because there's a lot of other more budget-friendly pencils that I reach for more, like the Brute Twinners. The Star Joys are pretty good. But my whole point to that is I think I really like my favorite set, I think, of all of them, except maybe the Monarchs, but that's just because of the colors, is actually the dark skin tone set. I love it. And I think I got two of it. Like I bought it and I love the color so much I got an extra set. So I do have a backup of the dark skin tone colors, which are the ones I reach for the most, especially when doing people. So if you're looking to get one of the skin tone sets, I recommend the dark skin tone set, because they have a very good variety of actual skin tones in there. The light skin tone set has got a lot of pinks and oranges and yellows, which I very rarely use in skin. It will be a good floral set, but I don't use it very much in skin, except maybe for lips and things. So, mud. We'll keep moving down here. Try to go through this as fast as I can, but I am not a rush it type of colorist, so it, you know, slow. Let's go around. Let's do this section here first. I may have to move my pencils that are up there because there's a lot of them. Let me just do that real quick. Move. Well, that didn't help. Hang on, let me clean off my desk and then I will be right back and we'll continue with the hair. Okay, we'll continue with the mud. I got my desk cleaned off, or pencils moved at least. My desk is never really clean. I mean, it's clean. It's always got a bunch of stuff on it that I've been using at one point or another. See, like so. And in here, follow the grayscale around. Get this line here. Like I say, it doesn't really have to be perfect. Just, you know, close enough. So it will be darker up in here. So here, like so. I think that is good. Get some more in here. You could go over the hair more if you want to. Because of the marker base, you don't have to. So, but that's, you know, if you want to, you can. See, this is the Foxy Brown again, by the way, just going over the mud and kind of pulling it out a little. And you can throw in some flicks here and there, but you don't have to flick the whole thing or anything. See, like so. Skip some of this like so. I think that's all right. This one is a little bit lighter because it's kind of, I don't know, it sticks more out, I guess. See, then we'll go in with the leather again. I'm going to go over here, even though it's very dark. And I keep thinking to myself, you need to do the eyebrows because you'll forget. And watch me forget the eyebrows. See, like so. Kind of go over all of this. like so. Yes. I'm just sitting there thinking, do I like that? Don't know. Let's see, do I need some more in here? Just leather. Nope. Back to the mud. In behind her ear here, or by her ear. And we'll do this here as a section. Okay, so like so. Get this. This would be very dark. Like so. Get kind of same as we've been doing. Follow the grayscale around. And then just kind of go over the lines. Get this one right here. And in here. Like so. Okay, back in with the foxy brown. We'll go over the mud and pull it out. Gonna just go along the frame here. And underneath here, here's a little bit of a shadow. We'll just do that foxy brown because it's not very dark. Like so. I think that is pretty good. Maybe a touch up here and there. I think I'm going to touch up a little bit here and there with the mud as well. Especially in this area right here. Maybe a little over here as well. So we're touching up this and making that darker. We definitely need to make this even darker. Okay, like so. I think that's all right. Then we'll go back in with the leather. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing there for a sec. Still thinking about that scar, or those scars. which, I mean, I guess they kind of sort of look like scars now. But I'm still thinking maybe cinnamon. At least a little like on the edges. And then leave the middle white. Like so. Okay, like so. Then we'll go back to mud, but I need to sharpen. If I can find my sharpener. And we'll do this section right here. See, like so. Whoops. So get these lines here. See, this will be darker. Same here. And under here will be slightly darker. Let's see, let's get these tips here. I'm sorry if my hand is in the way and you can't see what I'm doing. I'm pretty much just following the lines and putting in the shading. You know, with the grayscale. Okay, like so, I think. Foxy brown again, but I need to sharpen mine. Fade this out or pull it out. Kind of just throw in some flecks at the end. Like so. And oh, I need to do this part here. Almost missed it. Like so. Then we'll go in with leather, which also needs to be sharpened. And we'll go over everything. Let me brush. This here. Okay, like so. There we have all this. Okay, so then I guess we will move on to what's under her hood. So Just go in with the mud, going around all this, pull it down. See, I don't know if I'll do this in section or if I'll treat this whole area as a section. See, this is pretty dark right up in here. Let's get this here like so. Oh, whew, almost got in her face there. Let's go around here like so, just to kind of fill that in, because that will be very dark anyways. Follow the lines and follow the grayscale. Like so. This will be dark. This right here will be darker. Same up here. Like so. Okay. There. There we go. Then we'll go in with the Foxy Brown. And I'll kind of just, you know, go over the mud and pull it out. Sorry, my words. I I have to concentrate a lot when doing hair, so sometimes I forget to talk, or I'll stop mid-sentence because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Like so. Like so. Up in here. Like so. And then leather. Like so. Just kind of going over everything. Like so. Okay, so then we only have the other side left, and then we will be done for today. I'm so sorry that the video was so long. If you've made it, like, if you make it to the end, I applaud you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's see, get the roots. There. Get this here. I need to sharpen this again, though. This is how my pencils get short. Well, some of them, because when I do hair, you have to keep your pencil so sharp. You have to sharpen a lot. That's why I like to buy pencils that you can get open stock, because if I run out of, you know, a certain color doing, you know, hair, I can go and buy just that one pencil. Like so. Pull that down. Go over this here. I'm getting there with hair, though. It's growing on me a little. Like, I don't dislike it as much as I used to. I've gotten more used to doing it. Let's get the roots in here. Just get this pulled out. Whoops, I just accidentally went in the wrong direction, but that's okay. It's alright with a boo-boo here and there. It's fine. Like I said, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because there's so much hair on this page that one little boo-boo and nobody gonna notice it. Foxy Brown again, which I need to sharpen. Pull this out and do maybe some flicking. Especially up here by the roots. That. Like so. I'm so sorry if I'm lowering my voice randomly. It's because, you know, when I concentrate, I feel like I have to be quiet so I don't scare my pencil into doing something it's not supposed to be doing. Or scare myself. That can happen too. Okay, like so. Try to feather it out a little. Usually, when, I don't know if I mentioned it, but usually when I do hair, one half always looks better than the other half. Like the second half always looks better than the first half because, I don't know, with me I kind of have to warm up with doing hair. And I am not a practice type person. I don't practice on a spare sheet of paper. I just jump in with both feet and I just start coloring. So with hair, especially with hair, one side of the hair always looks better than the other because as I'm doing it, it's getting better and I get into like a groove. I figure out exactly how I want to do it. And I usually spend the first half, like this half over here, figuring out how I want to do it over on this half. So I wonder if anybody else does that or if it's just me. I'm really weird that way though. Okay, there. Okay, so there's that. There's this, there's that. I say that a lot. Back in with the mud. I have to sharpen it yet again. And go in the shadowy areas. Right now I'm just kind of following the hood. Like so. Do a little bit more flicking over here. Let's just do this section here first. Like so. I think this should be a little darker right down here. Like so. Okay, now we'll go in with the Foxy Brown. I think I can maybe color a little bit more before I have to sharpen. Let's get in here. I'm flicking a little bit more. Like so. And then leather, which we'll also have to sharpen next time we use it. Okay, like so. Okay, now we got this one area here left. Well, a couple areas, but it's not really a whole lot left now. So let's get around under here. Let's get in here. Just kind of go like so. Just follow this because this is overlapping, so it would be more shaded. Whoops. Let's see there, I just made a boo-boo, but it is fine. Oh, it's getting windier outside. See, this is also like a little bit of a section, I think. So let's that like so, like so. Get all these little outlines. I think that is good. Let me tilt it up a little bit and see. Maybe we'll go in a little darker. So like that. I can actually see it better on my screen than I can in with my eyes. Let's see, Foxy Brown. And I know I probably don't have to keep repeating what I'm using because it's literally the same 3 colors, but just in case, when I say step by step, I mean step by step and in depth. Let's see, like so. Get this pulled out. And kind of flick it down, but you know, or flick it up. You can do that too. Let's see, like so. Okay, let me just. And let's get this here. So to be honest, it does look brighter on my screen than it does in real life. I think my camera is kind of brightening up the colors a little. So if yours doesn't look exactly the same, if you are coloring along, it's my camera that is somehow brightening up the colors a little bit. I mean, it looks pretty close, but it is like you can see the darks better and the lights better on the screen, if that makes any sense. Like the darks looks darker and the lights look brighter. But it is, I mean, it's accurate. It's just a little brighter. Let me just see here. I keep having it tilted so I can see if I missed anything. Just here. I'm going to leave this strand because we're going to color the hood and the cloak and that tomorrow, and I don't want to pull that into anything. So, okay, last little area and some mud again. And kind of just go. I may have to sharpen my mud yet again. That's one thing, like the darkest color will be the one that you have to sharpen the most when doing hair, because it's the one that goes over the smallest areas. So you need a sharper point on the darkest color than you do on the other colors, if that makes any sense at all. I feel like I make no sense, but I know what I'm talking about, like in my head. Okay, like so. Okay, get the underside here. Like that, I think. Okay, and I'm going to need to sharpen. So I'll just do that strand, and then we'll do those other two once, and then this one here, and then we will be done. Foxy Brown. This is kind of like an off flicking. It's like a flicking, but not really flicking at the same time. So I have now named it an off flicking. I make my own words a lot. Okay, like so. Okay. Like so. This is very flashed out over on this side. Leather again. It's kind of like so. Okay. I think so far this is my favorite strand of hair. Let's do this part underneath here. So mud again. Be careful not to get it in the compass. Or compass. I keep wanting to call it a compass. I think it's because of all the stuff. The pocket watch. My goodness. Let's see, lightly like so. Let's do this one at the same time. So then we'll go in with the leather, which I'm going to have to sharpen now because it's a way smaller area. Leather. No, Foxy Brown. My goodness. Don't listen to me. Foxy Brown is what we're going in with. My goodness. Okay, Foxy Brown. This is crumbling a little. So it's got a, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like, it crumbled the tip. Like so. Get around here. Like so. Same on this one here. Like so. Then we'll go in with the leather. And we got that one strand off to the side of hair, and then we'll be done. Like so. All right. There we go. Then just this one tiny piece left here. And mud. See, there's a shading. There's shading at the top, and I just went into the hood. Of course I did. This whole time I've been coloring hair. I've been doing perfectly fine, and on the last little piece, throwing it into the hood. Let's just get this eraser here and erase that. This is just a Tombow mono eraser, by the way. I'll it's linked in the description if you want to check it out if you don't have one. Foxy Brown. Okay, like so. Then leather. And that will be it. Like so. Okay. All right. So it looks a little off right now. I mean, I think it looks pretty good, but I mean, I do realize it looks a little off. Just zooming out, because I haven't done the fingernails and I haven't done the stuff in her face, the round thingamajigs. But like I said, I will be doing those last. Because I don't want to pull glitter into the rest of the page by putting my hand over it and smearing it around. So yeah, there will be in the probably the part tomorrow. I'll do the last part tomorrow where we'll do the cloak and the compass and this fabricy stuff here, and we'll also do the rest of like the detailing and stuff. So but yeah, I think she's coming along. I think she's coming along pretty good. And like I said, we'll continue on tomorrow. We'll be uploading one part every day up until we're done. Hopefully we can finish tomorrow, but I cannot make any promises. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hugs and love, guys. Bye. Toodaloo.